Hi students, today we are going to see assumption exercise 13.6, right? Already we have completed first four sums of exercise 13.6, right? And sum number 5, it costs rupees 2200 to paint the inner curved surface area of a cylindrical vessel. Inner curved surface area of a cylindrical vessel 10 meter deep. If the cost of painting is at the rate of 20 per meter square, find three subdivisions we are having: inner curved surface area of the vessel, radius of the base, capacity of the vessel, right? So in this question they are discussing about cylindrical vessel, right? Cylindrical vessel. So first fill the given cylinder, right? 10 meter deep, that means height of the cylinder is nothing but, right, height of the cylinder is nothing but 10 meter, height is nothing but 10 meter, and they have given the cost, right? For total cost is nothing but 2200. Cost is nothing but rupees 2200 to paint the inner curved surface area, right? If they want to paint completely inner curved surface area, how much they are charging? Rupees 2200. That is nothing but total cost, right? Total cost for painting, right? Total cost for painting the inner surface area, right? Total cost for painting an inner surface area is nothing but rupees 2200, right? Rupees 2200. At the same time, I have given that cost of painting at the rate of rupees 20 per meter square. Cost of painting rate by rupees 20 per meter square. That means painting for 1 meter square, that is each meter square, painting for per meter square, that is 1 meter square cost is nothing but rupees 20, right? Rupees 20. So what are things we want to find? We are having three subdivisions, right? So first we will find the inner curved surface area of the vessel, right? First we will find the inner curved surface area of the vessel. So first what we want to find? Inner curved surface area of the vessel, right? CSA of cylinder is equal to, what is the formula? 2 pi RH, right? 2 pi RH. So if you know the radius value, already we know the value of height, right? If you know radius, then directly we can substitute and we can simplify, right? But if we don't know the value of R, right? We don't know the value of R, radius of cylinder. There is no, is there any clue is there for finding the radius of cylinder? Nothing is there, right? If you know the curved surface area of the vessel and if you know height, then by equating that CSA with the formula, then we'll get radius, right? We'll get a radius of the cylinder. But here we don't know the radius. At the same time we don't know the value of CSA of cylinder also, right? But what they are asking, CSA of cylinder, how we are going to find? See, extra in the given, they have given some extra for clue, right? That is nothing but total cost and each cost. Total cost also we know that, each cost also we know that, right? Just to recall the formula. What is the formula? Already we know that, right? Total cost is equal to, right? Just recall the formula. Total cost is equal to, right, area into, right, area into each cost, right? Area into each cost, right? Now we know total cost and each cost. What we want to find? Area alone, right? What area they are painting? CSA, curved surface area. So CS, curved surface area into each cost. Now we want to find the curved surface area alone, right? So just to bring the each cost to the LHS, right, we will get a CS of area. Multiply, if we are taking that, if we are bringing RHS to LHS, each cost will become, multiple will become divide. So CSA of cylinder is equal to total cost TC, right? Total cost divided by each cost, right? Already we know the formula, right? So already we know the value of total cost and we know the value of each cost. What we want to find? That area alone we want to find. So by using this methodology we are finding the curved surface area, that only we want to find, right? Second subdivision, what we want to find? Radius of the base. If we know the curved surface area of a cylinder, by equating with the formula we'll get the radius, right? If you know radius at the same time height, then we can find the capacity of vessel. What is my capacity? Volume, right? We want to find the volume of vessel. So we can find one by one. So now what I am going to find? Inner curved surface area. It's nothing but inner curved surface area. CSA is equal to, right, directly I am writing, CSA is equal to total cost, right, divided by each cost. TC divided by EC. Total cost divided by each cost. What is the total cost? It's nothing but 2200. 2200 divided by rupees 20. 0 0 cancel. 2 1 times Here 110 times 110, right? So curved surface area of a cylindrical vessel, right? Inner curved surface area of the cylindrical vessel is equal to 110 meters square. Understood? Curved surface area of a cylindrical vessel is nothing but 110 meters square. Now what we want to find, second is nothing but radius of the base. How we are going to find the radius of the base? So just we know that CSA value, and in the CSA value just equate with the formula, then we'll get the radius, right? So we know that first what we want to find, radius of the base. Just now only we have find a CSA of a cylinder, right? CSA of cylinder is equal to, right? CSA of cylinder is equal to 110 meters square, right? What is the formula of CSA of cylinder? 2 pi r h. 2 pi r h is equal to 110. Just substitute the values. We know the value, pi value, h value, right? Keep the r alone in the LHS. Remaining r, you can take it to the RHS and simplify, we'll get the radius, right? So 2 into 22 by 7 into radius, we don't know that, just keep as it is. Height, what is the height of the cylinder? 10 meter, right? Already we know that in the given. 10 is equal to 110, right? Keep the r alone in the LHS, remaining all you can take it to the RHS, right? So numerator will goes to denominator, denominator will goes to numerator, right? So r is equal to, right? R is equal to 110 into 7 divided by 110 into 7, denominator goes to numerator, and 2 into 22 into 10, right? Simplify, 0 will get cancelled. 11 table, 11 1 is 11, 11 2s are 22. So r is equal to 7 divided by 4 meter, right? Here meter square. So what is the radius? Radius is given 7 by 4. If you are simplifying, it will become a decimal, right? So I already told you that don't convert to the decimal form. Always you just keep it in the form of fraction. It will be very easy for simplification, right? So we know that radius of the base of the cylinder is equal to 7 by 4 meter, right? Now next, third one, what we want to find, capacity of the vessel, right? Third one is something about capacity. See, volume of vessel means directly we want to find in terms of what is that, centimeter cube or meter cube, like this we want to find. But capacity, right? Whenever they ask you to find capacity, right? If it is a liquid, we want to find in terms of liter, right? Here we are talking about paint. It's a liquid, right? So we want to find how much the vessel can, right? How much liter can the vessel can capable, right? How much number of liters can the vessel can capable, that only we want to find. That means first we want to find the volume of vessel. After that we want to convert in terms of, right, in terms of liters. That is something about capacity of vessel, right? Capacity of vessel is nothing but volume of cylinder. What is the formula of volume of cylinder? Pi r square h, right? Pi r square h. Just substitute the value. What is the value of pi? 22 by 7 into radius is nothing but 7 by 4 r square. So we have to write twice. 7 by 4 into 7 by 4, right? Into height is nothing but 10 meter. So 10. Simplify, 7 1 times 4 we can cancel it. How many times? 2 times, 11 times, right? 2 table 1 times, 5 times, right? What is the remaining, the numerator and denominator? 11 into 7 into 5 divided by 4. It is equal to, right? 11 sevens are 77. 77 into 5, right? 11 into 7, 77. 77 into 5, 385 divided by 4. While we are simplifying, we will get 96.25 meter cube, right? 96.25 meter cube. But now we have found only the volume, right? But they are asking capacity, right? Capacity. One more thing. Already we know that while we are starting the volume, that time itself we have discussed that. What is it? 1 meter cube is equal to, right? 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter, right? Already we know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter, right? And 1 meter cube is equal to, right? Now I'm going to find in terms of kiloliter. That is something like 1 meter cube is equal to 1 kiloliter, right? 1 kiloliter. For 1 meter cube is something like 1 kiloliter. I'm going to convert in terms of kiloliter, right? So 1 meter cube is equal to 1 kiloliter. Then what is it? 96.25 meter cube is equal to 96.25 kiloliter. Therefore the volume, the capacity of vessel is equal to 96.25 kiloliter, right? Sum number 6. The capacity of closed cylindrical vessel. The capacity of, what is my capacity here? They're discussing about volume, right? The capacity of closed cylindrical vessel of height 1 meter is 15.4 liter. So 15.4 liter, what is mean by 15.4 liter in this question? Volume, right? Capacity they have given in terms of liter. Suppose they are giving in terms of centimeter cube, meter cube, means it's nothing but they will denote as volume, right? They are given in terms of liter. So how they are denoting? They are denoting in terms of capacity or capable, right? So they have given the, see that we know that it's nothing but volume, right? Volume in terms of liter. If you know in terms of liters, then we can convert in terms of centimeter cube or meter cube, right? Centimeter cube or meter cube, right? So here what we want to find, how many square meters of metal sheet used to be, how many square meters of metal sheet would be needed to make it, right? How many? See, this is a closed cylindrical vessel. So what we want to find, square meter. That means what is it? Square meters of metal. Cube meters of metal means that is in the volume, right? Cube meters means it's a volume. Square meters means always it will denote as area, right? It's a closed cylindrical vessel. That means total surface area of a cylinder we want to find. What we want to find? Total surface area of a cylinder we want to find. Further, what are things we are needed? What is the formula of TSE of cylinder? 2 pi r into h plus r. So h and r alone we are needed, right? We know height, but we don't know radius. How we are going to find the radius? See, we are having the clue. What is it? We know the volume, right? In terms of liter, by equating with the volume formula, we will get a radius. After finding the radius and we know the height, by using the radius and height value, we will find the total surface area of a cylinder, right? So we can find one by one. First try the given. So what shape they are discussing? Cylinder, right? Cylinder, closed cylindrical vessel, right? Cylinder. In the cylinder, what are the givens we are having? Height is equal to 1 meter, right? And volume is nothing but capacity. Volume is equal to how much? Volume of cylinder is equal to 15.4 liters, right? 15.4 liters. Don't forget to write liters. Suppose if you are writing 15.4 alone means you will take it as meter cube or centimeter cube, right? They didn't give in terms of meter cube or centimeter cube. They have given in terms of, what is it? Liter. We only want to convert in terms of centimeter or meter, right? Whatever it may be, right? Okay. What we want to find? To find is nothing but total surface area, right? TSA of cylinder we want to find. TSA of cylinder we want to find, right? So first time I'm just converting the liters into meter cube or centimeter cube, right? Already we know that 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 meter cube, 1 liter, right? 1000 centimeter cube. Already we know that 1000 centimeter cube, that's just keep it, 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. And 1000 liter, right? 1000 liter is equal to 1 meter cube. See, 1 meter cube is nothing but 1000 liter. They are discussing only 15.4 liter alone. How many liters? 15 liter, not 1000 liter. So don't convert in terms of meter cube. Better you can convert in terms of centimeter cube. That will be very easy, right? Why I am converting this volume in terms of centimeter cube? It's nothing but, why I am just converting in terms of centimeter cube? Because they have given the volume in terms of liter is nothing but very 15 only, 15.4 liter alone, right? Suppose if it is the volume is nothing but 1000 liter, 2000 liter, 4500 liter, likewise in terms of 1000 means directly we can convert in terms of meter cube, right? Directly we can convert in terms of meter cube. But here it is in the, they have given in terms of very small quantity, right? So better we can convert in terms of centimeter cube, right? So it's nothing but volume of cylinder is equal to, right? Volume of cylinder is nothing but, what is it? Volume of cylinder is equal to, given that 15.4 liter, right? I'm just converting in terms of centimeter cube. 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. So we want to multiply by 1000. So 15.4 into 1000 centimeter cube, right? Just multiply, it will become how many? Triple zeros. 154,000. Before 10 it will, you want to put a point. So 154,000. 1 lakh, sorry, 15,400 centimeter cube. Therefore, volume of cylinder is equal to, right? Therefore, volume of cylinder is equal to 15,400 centimeter cube. Now we know the value of volume of cylinder. By equating with the formula, we'll get radius, right? But see here, the volume of cylinder is in terms of centimeter, but height, it is in the form of meter. I told you that, be clear, whenever we are substituting, the unit should be same. So first convert, right? Convert the meters into centimeter. H is equal to 1 meter, right? Just convert into centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So H is equal to 100 centimeter, right? 100 centimeter. Now we know what is it, volume of cylinder as well as height also. But just equating with the formula, we'll get the radius, right? What is the formula of volume of cylinder? Pi r square h, right? Pi r square h is equal to 15,400, right? 15,400. Pi value, what is the value of pi? 22 by 7. 22 by 7 into r square, right? Into h. What is the value of h? 100. 100 is equal to 15,400, right? Keep the r square alone in the LHS, right? Keep the r square alone in the LHS. R square is equal to 15,400, right? Denominator goes to numerator. So 7 into 7 divided by 22 into 100, right? 22 into 100. Simplify. 0 will get cancelled. 0 0 simplify. And 22 table 2 table 11 times. How many times? 15. 7 2s are 14. 1 balance 77. Both are 11 multiples. 1 time 7 times, right? So r square is equal to 7 into 7, right? R square is equal to 7 into 7. But what we want to find? We want to find R only, right? So how we want to convert R square into R? Taking square root on both sides. So square root of R square is equal to square root of 7 into 7. Square will get cancelled. R is equal to 7 centimeter, right? Now we got the radius, right? R is equal to 7 centimeter. But what we want to find? TSE of cylinder. To find total surface area of cylinder. Now we know radius at the same time height also. Just substitute in the formula TSE of cylinder, will get the total surface area of a cylinder. So TSA of cylinder is equal to, right? TSA of cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. 2 pi r into h plus r. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r. R is nothing but 7. Open the bracket. H plus r. What is h? 100, right? Plus r is nothing but 7, right? 100 plus 7. Here 7 will get cancelled. 2 into 22, 44, right? 100 plus 7, 107, right? 44 into 107. It is equal to 44 into 107. It is equal to 4,708 centimeters square. 4,708 centimeters square. So total surface area of a cylinder equal to 4708 centimeters square. It's over. See that still it is not get over because they ask you to find. They are ask you to find square meter, right? They ask you to find square meter square. But now we have find it in terms of centimeter square alone. So convert in terms of meter square. So how we want to convert in terms of centimeter square? So converting centimeter to meter, right? It's nothing but divided by 100. Divided by 100. Centimeter square twice. So we have to divide by twice. Divide by 100 twice. So it is equal to 4708 divided by 100 into 100, right? 100 into 100, right? It is equal to 4708 divided by 10,000, right? So divide by 10. 1 0 means we will put a point before 1 digit, right? Here 4 zeros. So we want to put a point before 4 digits. So it is nothing but 0.4708 meter cube. Therefore, TSA of cylindrical vessel is equal to, right? TSA of cylindrical vessel is equal to 0.4708 meter square. Meter square. Next to sum number 7. A lead pencil, right? A lead pencil consists of a cylinder of wood with a solid cylinder of graphite filled in the interior. Already we know that the pencil, how it will be. It's nothing but cylindrical pencil, right? Cylindrical pencil. Inside that it's a, what is that? Graphite. This is nothing but graphite, and this is nothing but wood, right? This is nothing but wood. So how it will be? What is the shape of the pencil? It's nothing but cylinder, right? Of wood with a solid cylinder of graphite filled in the interior, right? The diameter of the pencil is 7 millimeter and the diameter of the graphite is 1 millimeter. The length of the pencil is 14 centimeter. Find the volume of wood and volume of and that of the graphite, that is volume of the graphite. So here what are things we want to find? To find is nothing but volume of wood and volume of graphite. Here what are things they have given? It's nothing but a pencil, right? Diameter of the pencil is given, right? Diameter of the pencil and diameter of graphite. What is the shape of the pencil? It's nothing but cylinder, right? So pencil is nothing but cylindrical pencil, right? We are having two things. We are having two cylinder, right? We are having two cylinder. First cylinder is nothing but cylindrical pencil, right? Cylindrical pencil, and second one is nothing but cylindrical graphite, right? Cylindrical graphite. Cylindrical graphite. So for that, what are the givens we are having? The cylindrical pencil and cylindrical graphite. What are things we are having? Diameter of a cylindrical pencil is nothing but 7 millimeter. So diameter of a cylindrical pencil is 7 millimeter, and diameter of a, see, we are having different, right? So better you can use capital D for cylindrical, capital D for pencil and small d for graphite, right? Diameter of cylindrical graphite is nothing but 1 millimeter, right? 1 millimeter. So we have first we have to convert. See, and next one is nothing but the height of the length of the pencil is 14 centimeter. Length is equal to how much? That is height of the pencil equal to 14 centimeter. For both the one, the same only, right? What is the height of the pencil? Same height only. The graphite also. So height of the graphite also 14 centimeter, right? See that here it is in the form of millimeter. Here it is in the centimeter. So better we want to convert in terms of what is it? We want to convert in terms of centimeter. How we are going to convert? So before that we can find the radius. Capital R is equal to 7 divided by 2 millimeter, right? 7 by 2 millimeter. It's in the form of millimeter. It's in the form of centimeter. So I am just going to convert millimeter to centimeter. How we want to convert millimeter to centimeter? Millimeter to centimeter. Small to big means we want to divide. Millimeter to centimeter is nothing but divide by 10, right? Millimeter to centimeter is nothing but divide by 10. So 7 by 2 is nothing but capital R is equal to 7 by 2 divided by 10, right? This 2 will comes to denominator, it will become what is it? 7 divided by 20 centimeter. Therefore, the radius of the cylindrical pencil is nothing but 7 by 20 centimeter, right? Here I am going to find the radius. Radius is nothing but 1 by 2 millimeter, right? I am just going to convert millimeter to centimeter. It's nothing but small r is equal to 1 divided by 2 divided by 10. 1 divided by 2 divided by 10. This 2 will comes to denominator. That will become what is it? 1 by 20 centimeter. Right? Now the radius of cylindrical graphite is something but 1 by 20 centimeter. Now we know all the values, right? Radius as well as height. Radius of the pencil, height of the pencil we know that. Radius of the graphite and height of the graphite we know that. From that we can find the volume, right? So okay, here volume of graphite we can easily find. But how we want to find volume of wood? We don't know the radius and height of the wood, right? See, how the wood will be in the pencil. Yesterday only we saw that. How the pencil, how the wood will be in the pencil. It's nothing but hollow cylinder, right? Just remove the graphite from the pencil. Just remove the graphite. The remaining part is nothing but wood, right? The remaining part is nothing but wood. That wood is nothing but how it will be. That shape is nothing but hollow cylinder, right? That shape is nothing but hollow cylinder, right? So we know that we know the diameter of a pencil and height of the pencil. From that we can find volume of pencil, and we know graphite, the radius of graphite and the height of the graphite. So from that we can find volume of graphite. So volume of pencil minus volume of graphite. Just remove the volume of graphite from the pencil. We will get the volume of wood. Understood? So just remove that. Just subtracting the volume of graphite from the volume of pencil, we will get a volume of wood. So just find one by one, right? First we will find volume of pencil. So volume of pencil is equal to, what is the formula? Volume of pencil is equal to pi. See, radius is nothing but I am using capital R. So pi capital R square h. Substitute the values. Pi is nothing but 22 by 7. R is nothing but 7 by 20. But R square. So we want to multiply twice. So 7 by 20 into 7 by 20 into height. What is the height of the pencil? 14 centimeter. Simplify. 7 1 is 7. 1 1 cancel. Next, any other thing we are having that. See, yes, 2 table, right? 11 times, 10 times. 2 table, sorry, 7 times, here 10 times. So what is the remaining in the numerator? 11 into 7 into 7 divided by 10 into 10, right? 10 into 10. Why I'm not simplifying means, see, it will be very easy, right? So 7 into 7, 49. 49 into 11 is equal to 539 divided by 100, right? 11 into 7, 77. 77 into 7, 539 divided by 10 into 10, 100. So we'll divide by 100, 2 digit before we want to put a point. So it is equal to 5.39 centimeters square, sorry, cube. So we have find the volume, right? So volume of pencil is equal to, right? Volume of pencil is equal to 5.339 centimeter cube. Next I'm going to find the volume of graphite. Volume of graphite. So that is also what is the shape of graphite? Graphite cylinder shape. So volume of cylinder is equal to pi small r alone, right? Pi r square h. Pi small r square h. Substitute the value. Pi is nothing but 22 by 7. What is the value of r? Radius is nothing but 1 by 20. So r square 1 by 20 into 1 by 20, right? Into height of the cylinder is nothing but 14 centimeter, right? 14. Simplify. 7 1 is 7, 7 2s are 14, right? And 2 table 10 times 2 cancel. Here also 11 times 10. So 11 into 1 into 1. 11 divided by 10 into 10, 100. So it is nothing but 0 point, right? 2 digit before we want to put a point. So 0.11 centimeter cube. So volume of graphite is equal to, right? Volume of graphite is equal to 0.11 centimeter cube. So what are things they ask you to find? Volume of graphite. Another one we want to find. What is it? Volume of wood. So volume of wood is nothing but, just now only I explained you, right? Volume of wood is nothing but volume of pencil, right? Volume of pencil is nothing but, already we have find it, volume of pencil minus volume of graphite. Volume of graphite. So what is the volume of pencil? 5.39 minus 5.39 minus 0.11. It is equal to 5.28 centimeter cube, right? 5.28 centimeter cube. Therefore, a volume of wood in the pencil is equal to 5.28 centimeter cube. That's all. And today homework is nothing but, right? Still we are having only one sum, right? Sum number 8 alone in the NCERT. Just you can take the sum number 8 as a homework. Thank you.